Now, one thing that we're all paying for that is coming through the middle of Buckinghamshire is, of course, HS2. Originally estimated to cost £55 billion. The last estimates I saw were in 2019 at pushing £100 billion. And now with cost inflation and raw material inflation, goodness knows where this finishes up, £150 billion. I mean, it'll work out, actually, in taxation, thousands of pounds per average household for the entirety of the country. And I have to say, if I was living in Buckinghamshire, I would see this vast construction coming through the middle of my county at no benefit whatsoever, it seems to me, to anyone living in Buckinghamshire. What is your position as a council?
Well, I've spent 12 years of my life fighting HS2, right from the idea when it was like a twinkle in Philip Hammond's eye, you know, and I've always argued that it's a complete and utter waste of money. You know, we should have been looking to improve the existing lines rather than building this new one. And you look at the damage it's doing around here. Anyone who passes through Buckinghamshire, literally from the southeast to the northwest, you're going to see this great jagged scar right the way through the countryside. It's destroying the environment here, and it's a complete and utter waste of money.
So why are the Conservative Party or the Conservative leadership so obsessed with doing it?
Well, I can tell you the Conservatives around here have opposed this for over 12 years, really, really strongly. You know, we've stood out against the party nationally. But you've also got to look at the Labour Party and the Liberal Party, sorry, Liberal Democrats these days.
Yeah.
You know, they both nationally support it as well. So this is where you've got central government of all the parties supporting what I think is a massive folly, and most local politicians of all parties strongly opposing it.
So it's Greg. Hi, Greg.
Hi, Nigel. Yeah, just going on from the conversation earlier about HS2 going right through Buckinghamshire. I haven't got a problem with that. What I have got a problem with is those trains going to be rumbling through here at breakneck speed, but this town doesn't prosper from it because there's no railway station. It takes almost an hour to get into London from here. Our terminus is 35 miles away. That's a disgrace.
Yeah, I mean, HS2 is... Look, let's be honest about it. HS2 is really good for wealthy business people who want to go to London for the day and come back, or go to Manchester for the day and come back. And the idea that it will drive jobs from London to Manchester, it'll probably do the opposite. It'd probably do the opposite. In France, the TGV drove even more business to Paris. So for you guys... You know, we can talk about the Chilterns, we can talk about ancient woodland. You know, some parts of modernisation are ugly and unpleasant, but they're necessary and we have to live with them. Power stations or whatever it may be. All right, motorways, we accept that. We can't live without it. I just can't, frankly, see the point of HS2. I can get on at Euston and be in Manchester Piccadilly, in the heart of the business district, in 2 hours and 5 minutes. Building that at a cost of £150 billion to save 20 minutes, when actually it's quite comfy on the train, I can't see what it's all about. There are more people working from home anyway. Buckinghamshire, Warwickshire and counties like that are big losers. I've been opposed to it, Greg, from the very start, but for some reason, Boris and Rishi want to continue. I don't know.